Hi, this is a short video how to use the Taiga Scrum environment for Project 7 projects. You've been invited somehow via the mail, and you need to invite your other team members when you are a project manager, and also the people from outside. So go to taiga.io, or maybe you have already stored it as a tab page somewhere. Login via username or an email address, and then you get to see the project you are assigned to, and this will be something with project and then your name, and I'm now using the template to show you something. It consists of some Scrum view, and you can view your team and access the settings. And when you're a team manager, you need to do this. You go to settings, members. Of course, lecturers are already there, and you have to invite extra people, extra students normally. So you say new member, and then you use the email address. And you invite him via the symbol, and we have some roles. You can basically choose what you want, but normally when you're project manager, other students will be a team member, and people from outside are reviewers, and reviewers can only see what you're doing and are not able to change something. The team member can change everything but not add any new members. That's the difference. So if you have a team member, you say invite, and then this email will get an invitation for to enter this project also. So that's easy, and from then on you can work in the Scrum environment. It consists of a backlog, and the backlog contains user stories that when you have a complete list tell you what you you have to do, and they should be finished, of course, at the end of a project. And you have sprints, which define weeks in which you perform some tasks, or and get rid of the user stories. A sprint has a beginning and an end time. You can edit it here. You can edit the name and define the begin and end time, or eventually delete it. And when you have created a user story, then you can simply drag it to a sprint, and you see the sprint is defined here, and then here you see the sprint again. Well, in this case you have the user stories, and under every user story you can then, if you want to, add a task, get user requirements. Well, what do we use user requirements? Maybe a visit customer, some things like that, and you can move them from new to in progress or testing when you're testing some things, and they should be closed, of course, when your task is completely ready. How much user stories you need and how many tasks under a user story is something that you have to decide yourself for now. This is simply an example to start working. So from the backlog, if you need an extra sprint, you can say add. And for instance, what is after that? Analysis. For instance, you see that the next 2 weeks are taken because normally a sprint takes 2 weeks. There you have it. You see that the work under development is directly under the backlog, so on top. And what you might need, you can add user stories here, or from the analysis phase also you can also add them here. Oh, no, that's only task, excuse me. So you have to start here, user story, analysis phase. What could be that be for user story? Simply, for instance, get demo equipment, for instance, and then you can drop them there again, go to analysis phase, and you might need tasks as call customer, for instance, and you can also do some bulk here. You type more items. Get a car. You have to, and plan the visit and get the equipment. This is just a simple example. So, and then you can, of course, you know that the first thing you have to do is somehow call the customer and get a car, for instance, and then when you've called the customer, you say, okay, I'm ready. So that's about it. You can also add tasks here that are not attached to a user story, so it's pretty flexible. The main idea is that you keep the several phases here as sprints, and somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks, and then subdefine according to your planning what you have to do in that period, and show your progress where certain tasks are being executed or in what phase they are, so that your lecturer can see it and also the external customer can see it.